What were those sounds? What are those war cries? What the fuck? What? Who thought this was okay? You need to stop that. It's not. You're breaking my immersion. Please. Spamming your silly ass shit attacks and your fire pillars. It's kind of stupid, actually. Oh, come on! I got comboed. I can do this. He's easy. You know, the hardest part is not laughing at this war cry. Okay, I have the Dark Impulse. I'm just gonna spam him. I'm gonna kill this dude. I'm just pressing the A button all the time. Gonna win this shit. Look at this. Easy clapper. Easy fucking clap. Just press the button. Yeah, boy! No, never mind. Sansetsuken to finish it off. Look at this. Bam! What? Okay. That's a fucking PNG. Think you can fool me with this? These PS2 graphics? I'm on to your shit. Look at that. Holy fuck. Okay. We have lightning outside. So I don't know if I should just unplug everything for now. I'll do that. I'll be back later. Speaking of man, look at this. Look at the pecs. Oh, okay. He just disappeared. Yeah, for me in Sweden, it's fine, you know. People in general are pretty fucking stupid. Like, they don't care. They don't have respect for the virus anymore, so they just hang out outside. People go about with their daily lives as usual. You know, like before the pandemic, you know, kind of. Man, I'm kind of just playing this game for the music alone. It's so good. And also for the Disney aspects, of course. The gameplay it's fine. I mean, it's not as good as Kingdom Hearts 2, but it's really fun to actually see the world of Sleeping Beauty in Kingdom Hearts, because we never got a world in the games for this. You know, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, they had, you know, so many different Disney worlds, but not my favorite, which is Sleeping Beauty, or the Enchanted Dominion as it's called. So I'm pretty happy with, you know, Birth by Sleep adding Maleficent's world. And it's kind of funny because, you know, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 feature a lot of Maleficent to be the, like, one of the antagonists, but you never get to see her world. That always struck me as being kind of weird, since they portrayed her in a way that she's the strongest of the Disney villains, but you never get to see her world. But now finally you do, and it's nice. And just look at this shit, just the same thing over and over, because Sleeping Beauty was one of my favorite movies, as I said. And one of the reasons why is that you never really get to know much about it. Like, it's shrouded in this mystery. Like, you don't know who Maleficent is. You don't know so much about the history, about this castle and her minions. Like, the lack of knowledge made it so much more interesting to me. But I guess the books have a lot more knowledge, and then there's this movie, you know, the Maleficent movie, live action shit. So maybe that one explains more, but I'm kind of afraid at this point to get to know more about these worlds. But yeah, same here with the dub. I grew up with the Swedish dubs, and, you know, I still enjoy them. Overall, I'm not that keen on dubs anymore. I always prefer the original. But in terms of the Disney movies, I kind of enjoy them in Swedish still. But it's nostalgia, of course. I think I've seen every single Disney movie in the original English voice. And I think they're really good. Most of them are, you know, better, of course. But some of the movies I do enjoy more in Swedish. And I have them on, you know, the VHS cassettes still. So every now and again I watch a movie or something, just for memory's sake. I think I've said this before, but what I really love about Kingdom Hearts, and I said that in my top 20 video, you know, top 20 games, mixing Final Fantasy and Disney. So fucking cool. Yeah, same here. You know, 99% of the time I stick to the original voices. Doesn't matter what this. Like, let's say Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out and it's defaulted to English, of course. I'm like, fuck that shit, it's not the original. I want the fucking OG voices. It doesn't matter which language it is. If a world and game and characters are designed for a specific language or designed in the language, then that's what I want to experience the first time.
If you wish to learn more, you must retrieve the heart.
Now why in the fuck would I do that? I don't even know you!
Why would I ever want to do that?
Exactly, you see, this guy is just up my alley.
It's not a matter of why, but of will.
Okay, so this game in particular was for the PSP. So it was a portable game in the, you know, original state. And then we had this beast of a collection, you know, the Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix. Say that 3 times fast. Which contains, you know, what is it? Like 4 games and 2 movies? And this is the last game, which was a portable, but now it's, you know, it's ported to console. And so this is rendered at 4K. That's why it's so crisp. So it's rendered at 4K, and then the capture card, you know, downscales that to 1080p. So yeah, it's downscaled 4K to 1080. So it looks crisp as fuck, and I like it. Yeah, Merlin is awesome. I love his dance when he's packing his entire house into the little portfolio or whatever, the little bag. Oh my god, it's so good. And when he makes that little train thing on the table when they're having, I think they're drinking coffee? No? I don't know what they're drinking, but yeah. He makes this little train move on the table. I always thought that was amazing and cool to see. And now, you know, watching those movies as an adult, I really appreciate the, you know, the work that went into it. All the frames, all the hand-drawn, you know, animations. It's insane how many work hours were put into those movies. And now, today, we have, you know, Frozen 2 and those movies, and everything is computer-generated, and sure, they look good, but they don't have the same spirits, and they never will. So it's a matter of opinion what you enjoy the most. I, of course, enjoy the classic way. You know, at least I'm happy that anime overall hasn't went into the full 3D thing. I guess it would be a lot cheaper for them to just go full, you know, computer made. But at least they're still being hand-drawn, so thank fuck that Japan is sticking to that. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. You know, as a child watching those movies, I didn't really have a perception of time in that sense. And then when you grow up and you learn that these movies were made in the 40s or something, you know, Pinocchio and Snow White. And then, what the fuck? These movies are like 80 years old soon, and they look this good? And the original drawings are still, you know, out there? I heard that Disney sold some of the original drawings from Snow White for, you know, a hefty price. Like, each frame was sold separately, and so fans could, you know, purchase a frame of their own. And then you can go around and brag about that. Look at that fucking image. It's not even 3D. I've been so inactive, especially with streaming, of course. But playing games in general, I haven't played so much. Been focusing on, you know, other projects, as you might have seen. But now I'm back to gaming, bitch! It's gonna be nice. For another 10 days and then it's over. Oh yeah, I heard about that, the Microsoft Flight Simulator. I heard it was, you know, insanely well done and true to life and shit. So I would love to play that in VR at some point. Man, Terra is just wrecking house. Also, I don't know if you know this, but next Monday, or next Monday, whatever, 31st August, I'm actually gonna, you know, study at Gothenburg's university.
Do they hold the
A
answer?
4-year education. And I'm gonna study, you know, to become a teacher. I've been thinking about that for a long time. And now I'm actually gonna try to do it. So we'll see how it goes. To be perfectly honest with you, I am very nervous right now. Because, you know, it's getting closer and closer. So I'm very nervous as to how I will deal with it. You know, how I will perform. You know, how my sleeping problems are gonna affect it. And if I'm just gonna manage to do it, I'm very much afraid of failing. Because I feel like in my life I have failed many things. Of course I have succeeded with a lot of things as well, but I always, you know, put myself down way too much for my failures. And so I'm kind of afraid of failing before it even happens, or, you know. So I'm having problems with that, but I'm gonna try my absolute best to see this education through. And actually do something with my life, you know, instead of just staying at home all day and, you know, playing games, watching series.
Is something wrong?
Listen to music. Like, actually go out and make a difference in the world. And probably move away from Gothenburg. Yeah, I can talk about this for hours. I probably won't do it for now.
Darkness.
But Gothenburg isn't really the city or town or whatever. For me, it's a little bit too big, too many people,
Will carry you through the hardest of trials.
and other political issues. So I feel like I kind of want to move back to my sweet little hometown
Unversed.
and work there as a teacher. That's kind of my dream. Or what I want to do, at least, for now. But you never do, you never know what's gonna happen. So just take one day at a time, and hopefully it will be nice. I love it when they do this. I love it when they have encounters with, like, somber music. Oh yeah, okay, this is Cinderella, right after they tore her dress apart. Man, I remember that part in the movie growing up. I thought it was so uncomfortable to look to watch. Every time they, like, tear apart her dress, I felt so bad. Like, no, I don't want to watch this. It sucks. And this is what we're dealing with right now. You can solve all the problems in the world with a little Disney magic. Oh, damn. Okay, so the castle just disappears into nothing up there. But man, for PlayStation 2 era, this looks great. You know, an art style. You know, I don't mind that the graphics are simple. It doesn't have to be all this fancy-ass graphic features with RTX and whatever it was, ray tracing. I mean, I kind of enjoy this simple graphic style as well. As long as it's designed well and with heart. You don't have to have these super graphics. I guess that's why so many games are super popular, like, you know, Fall Guys, Fortnite, Valorant. They all have these simple, colorful graphics, which are good for two things. One is that, you know, most computers can play them because they are not demanding. Shit, I need to work on my English.
You're not worried?
And yeah, the second is that it's very engaging for them. Those simple, colorful graphics. It's very simple to get along and, you know, understand what's happening.
You ready?
And to be honest, I like that. I really do. And then it's kind of fun to have these simple graphics, but rendered at 4K. Because these games were rendered in 480p, I believe. I don't know the resolution on the PlayStation Portable, which this game was designed for, but it definitely did not look this clean. It had a lot more, you know, jagged edges and low resolution and that shit. But now we get the same graphics, kind of. I guess a little bit better textures, but in 4K. And for me, it just looks so clean. It's so nice. I mean, probably Twitch compression will make it look a little worse, but you probably know what I mean. It's crisp and it's nice. You kind of notice how it's designed for a small screen, you know, for the PSP. Is that the characters are so zoomed in, you see? I take up so much space on the screen. Whereas the other Kingdom Hearts games, which were, you know, designed for console and a bigger screen, it's a lot more zoomed out. So I kind of wish that for this re-release or remaster or whatever, that they just zoom the camera out for fuck's sake. So we can utilize that 4K, you know? What's with the lack of people? There's like no one here. In this fucking ball. Man, this is a cool boss. I like it. I like the musical theme. Fucking violence. Get it? Violence? Because I'm violent. Okay, never mind. But it's making sounds? Why is it making girly sounds? Now where are the guards?
Guests were just starting to enjoy themselves.
Guests?
Well, don't give up just yet.
I didn't see any guests.
Oh,
It's just so... It's kind of creepy how empty the world is, you know? It's called Parasocial Relationships.
So,
Like, you get to know these streamers because you're watching them, but they don't get to know you as much because you're just one of the viewers. I mean, depending on how many viewers they have, that can change, you know? Like, take you and me, for example. Like,
alright.
it's very easy for us to discuss
stay and see if
discuss
I can find more
things
clues.
very easily because the chat isn't filled with a lot of Pepega claps, you know.
He might have some answers.
But take XQC for example. I still watch him every now and again,
You still have the same dream?
and so I get to know
Well,
a lot of things about him.
yes.
That's a parasocial relationship, and
There's this
I have
girl.
that with many people
Her name
online,
is
like the
Cinderella.
angry video game nerd
She made me
for
realize
over
how powerful it is
14
just to
years or
believe.
whatever.
No matter
Like,
how
I know a lot of
impossible
things
it
about him,
seems,
but he doesn't even know I exist.
powerful enough dream will
That's
always
just
be enough
how
to
the
go.
internet works. And so even if I, you know, sometimes feel like, oh, I don't want to go to Libra game, like, I feel a little bit unmotivated to go there for multiple reasons. But then it's always that thing that I don't want to be stuck being alone physically all the time. Like, I know that I feel better being around people. It doesn't have to be for a long time. You just get out, be around people, and it just makes you feel better. Hey, this is cool. You never got to see the inside of the Queen's castle in the Disney movie, right? So it's kind of cool to actually see, like, how they imagine the Queen's castle interior to be. The same thing with the Enchanted Dominion, Sleeping Beauty. Like, seeing more of the castle and the interior. Look at this dude! So cute! Cartoony skeleton. Now this is something we got to see in the movie. Like this right here with the well, I think. So this looks pretty similar from what I remember. Haven't seen Snow White in many, many years. You know, maybe I shouldn't have taken such an easy difficulty level.
want some?
Because this is way too easy. So what happened to me is that on my first playthrough of this game, I chose a hard difficulty, I believe, and it was just so fucking grindy. It wasn't, you know, challenging in the fun aspect. It was just grindy all the time. The bosses never died, and you just fight the same enemies over and over to get the levels you need to beat the bosses. And then I thought, you know, fuck this shit. I just want to see the story. Don't care so much about the gameplay. So now I took an easier difficulty level, and now it's a little bit, you know, too easy, so fuck. And you can't change it mid-game either.
Wasn't that your pupil I passed on the way in? He had a keyblade.
Look at those books in the background. They're huge. He's the villain. Don't act so nice.
So that's what it was.
No. Stab him in the ass, and we can be done with this game already. You know, one of my favorites is that, you know, as soon as you hear sad music in a stream, everyone instantly spams sad, and some of them, you know, puts the gun to their face. Like, it's so funny to me that people can laugh and, you know, spam Omega lol and shit like that. And then in the matter of seconds of the hearing, like, sad piano, they want to shoot themselves in the face. It's like that dramatic change in emotion makes me laugh every time. Like something so small as a piano can make you want to shoot yourself. You know what I have, you little shit? I got myself some fucking ice cream. Nice cream. Some Magnum almond. Oh. And at some point, with the help of Emily's 4K camera, I'm gonna do like a new room tour. Because I did one in 2017, when I had recently moved in here. But now I have lived here for over 3 years. And so the room has changed a lot since then. And I don't, often film in here. So yeah, I would like to do a full-fledged 4K room tour soon. Oh yeah. Man, you know what? I played like 1 hour of Kingdom Hearts 3 when that came out, I streamed that shit. And then, I put it on shelf and decided I want to play all the other Kingdom Hearts games first, which I'm doing right now. But I'm kind of afraid to start with Kingdom Hearts 3, because I've heard so much from fans that it sucks ass in comparison to Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. And Kingdom Hearts 2 is now one of my favorite games. I mean, goddamn, it's really, really good. I heard the third one is just a disappointment. And for me, specifically, it's the frame rates. It's bad. I need my curability. I'm dead! I'm dead! What is this? What is the power? The fucking darkness is kicking my ass! Retry. It's impossible! Yeah, now this is crazy. I put my table fan in the window. The fan is blowing outside air directly into this room. Let's go, baby! I got him! Yes! Most Eurobeat songs ever. Nice. Well, as long as people are blasting fun music, I guess it can be okay. Because you're not trying to fall asleep now, right? So... Wait, who's applauding?
Thanks, Terra. I'm Zack.
I'm terribly sorry I fought you against my own will.
Yep.
Isn't it the worst when you're sleeping and you hear a mosquito around you? Oh my god. Don't remind me. Especially, like, for me, who has trouble falling asleep. Like, once I'm asleep, I don't really wake up. So, I'm a deep sleeper, but I have trouble falling asleep, This fucker's gonna suck. Okay. But what's very annoying for me is when I actually manage to fall asleep, and then you get woken up by one of those mosquitoes, and they like become a part of your dream for a brief moment, and then you wake up, you're pissed, it's dark, you want to fall asleep, but you need to kill this dick sucker. So it's just, why would God create them? But fucking cutscenes, I want to talk. And the stream title is Story Playthrough, and I complain about story. I love sunsets. Hey, nostalgia, Kingdom Hearts 1.
Light.
And Destiny Islands, and the music. Fucking hell. Look at this shit, it's so...
Oh, ahoy! We're over here!
And them being kids kind of like symbolizes my feelings.
Who gets to be captain?
Because I was a kid playing Kingdom Hearts 1. Seeing this place and hearing this music.
You call that running?
Man, I want to live on an island with, a couple of friends and family, just having a good time.
Betty's really strong now.
And
I
then,
know it's out there somewhere. The strength that I need
why do you want to be strong? God damn.
to protect the things that matter.
Okay, never mind. He proved his
Like
point.
my friends.
Okay, so I thought for the longest time that in Kingdom Hearts 1 on the Destiny Islands, that they lived there on like that main island, But now we just got that information that like Riku's friend's father like took them out there with the boat, and they're not allowed to do that by themselves yet. So they live on other islands around there because it's called Destiny Islands. There are multiple, but you never really see them in the first and second game. You only see them that like that island, if I'm not mistaken. You get to see Sora's room at some point. But then that's interesting that they go out to that island for fun during the day, with that father taking them there with the boats. And then on the evenings they have to go back, and then they sleep in the room with their families on the other islands. So I didn't really know that. That was quite cool information. What are we doing now? I can't land here. I can't. What is this shit? Oh, we're going over here. Badlands. What were those sounds? What are those war cries? What the fuck? What? Who thought this was okay? You need to stop that. It's not. You're breaking my immersion. Please. Spamming your silly ass shit attacks and your fire pillars. It's kind of stupid, actually. Oh, come on! I got comboed. I can do this. He's easy. You know, the hardest part is not laughing at this war cry. Okay, I have the Dark Impulse. I'm just gonna spam him. I'm gonna kill this dude. I'm just pressing the A button all the time. Gonna win this shit. Look at this. Easy clapper. Easy fucking clap. Just press the button. Yeah, boy! No, never mind. Sansetsuken to finish it off. Look at this. Bam! What? Okay. Okay, now he's going on the ground. We're going through him, and we're dodging again because he's teleporting, and then he does another combo. Okay, good. We figured out the patterns. It's easy as Dark Souls boss. The music is good. I'm happy with that. Yes! Yes! Boy! I got it! Okay, I got Sansetsuken. He's gonna die. He's gonna die. Look at this. Look at this. Yes! First try, baby. Man, that was epic. The fun thing with beginner mode is that you can skip like all of the grinding, go straight to the bosses, and they are, you know, still quite challenging because you haven't grinded. So it kind of balances out in the end. So I'm done with Birth by Sleep now. So here's the timeline. Here are the 3 characters I have played through. So it's cool that they have this timeline so you know where they are. So going back to the collection of this game, I can show you what I have done and haven't. So I've done everything here except Recoded, which is just a movie, like a mobile game, but they took all the cutscenes and remastered them. So it's just story, movie, cutscene form. The main games are these 4. This is also just a movie. And this is a game, and this is a game. So I've beaten this one 100% on the hardest difficulty. That was really fun. All the bosses. This one, I'm actually gonna be playing pretty damn soon. Because after you beat the main story, which I've done, you unlock a side story where you play as Riku. And I didn't think that was, you know, affecting the story. I thought it was just like a bonus feature. You play as him instead of Sora. But no, he has his own route and, you know, own cutscenes and shit. So I'm gonna replay this game as Riku and see his side of the story. And also, the combat system in Rechain of Memories was super unique, random, weird-ass what the fucks. I mean, it was so different. So I kind of miss it, and I wanna try it again as Riku. Kingdom Hearts 2, I am done with that game story-wise. There's only like extra bosses and shit that don't really do anything for the story. I thought it was super difficult, but I'm done with that game for now. But this is one of my favorite games of all time, I believe. It's up there in the top 20. First it was Kingdom Hearts, the first one. And I still kind of think it is, because I have nostalgia to it. But Kingdom Hearts 2, I don't have nostalgia for as much, because I didn't, grow up with it. But as a game, it's better than the first one. The gameplay is so much more fluent and better in the second game. But I have more nostalgia for this one, so... Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, they have like a shared place, but the second game is the better game, in my opinion. Birth by Sleep was pretty cool. I like it. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna replay this one. I'm gonna do it right now. So no Game Dev Tycoon. Oh! Worst streamer. No, I'm actually not gonna play this game right now. I'm sorry. Oh. I feel so bad when I see that emote. But yeah, I just wanna see if that's true, what I thought. So yeah, here it is. Reverse Rebirth. So I played it through as you can see here, Sora, level 56. 20 hours to beat the game. It was really fucking hard. I guess I played it on the normal difficulty. But I remember, I think I streamed it. Like, I used the PS4 streaming feature. I don't know if you were there. I hope you were, Amnixek. I don't know. It was like 3 years ago or something. It was, yeah. No, it was spring 2017. And so the last bosses, holy fuck, they were difficult. But it was that perfect level of difficulty that once you beat it, you felt like king. So I have, good feelings towards this game because of that challenge it gave me. And I'm happy with it. But now you unlocked fucking Riku. So I guess you press new game and you have Riku proud mode. I will do this as standard because I'm not that good at this type of game. As I said, the gameplay is very unique. So I'm gonna go with standard. Vibration, please. So I'm just gonna see if it actually starts like his perspective or it's just they changed the characters. His own story. Yeah, it is. Oh my god, look at those PlayStation 2 pre-renders. That is 480p upscaled. What if I stream tomorrow? Wouldn't that be something? Instead of taking another 2-month break? But for now, I am done. I had fun with this. It was a pretty damn long stream. I think I streamed over 5 hours today in total. I didn't expect to do that, but we did. And I only had you here, Amnixak, but I'm very happy with that, I really, really appreciate it. I probably would not have done this entire playthrough if you weren't here. I get bored easily when I'm alone. Depends on the game, but since it was my third playthrough, I would have gotten pretty bored if you weren't here. So really, thank you so much, but I'm getting quite tired and hungry, so good night.